I'd like to begin by thanking April for writing the most extraordinary letter for this book that you'll get to as you progress through it. The letter is called Letter to the One Feeling Alone, and it was such a profound letter that I asked April if she would be able to send me a spoken one with some music. If you look at the book right at the very beginning, you'll see that I have put a link there that you can access it and actually suggest that you listen to this before you start reading the book, excuse me, or in various moments in time before you jump into a specific page or search intuitively for a page, that you sit down and it's almost like a quiet meditation. What I say in the book is, let it hold you when the words fall short and return to it in the quiet hours, in the ache of isolation, and remember that your aloneness has never meant abandonment. So thanks to April for this, and really appreciate her contribution. Disclaimer. This book is intended as a resource to support personal growth, healing, and transformation. It is not a substitute for professional advice, assessment, diagnosis, or treatment. The contents are offered for informational and reflective purposes only and should not be considered a form of therapy, psychological intervention, or medical guidance. How readers choose to interpret and apply the insights, reflections, and tools presented is a matter for personal discretion. By engaging with this material, readers accept full responsibility for any outcomes or impacts resulting from its use. The author disclaims any liability for the choices, actions, or consequences experienced by readers in response to the content of this book. Throughout this book, I have chosen to use the collective term protectors to refer to veterans and first responders. Although this companion was focused on this tribe, I also want to speak to the wonderful families of the fallen that have touched my heart so deeply and from who I have gained such insight. The word protector for me embodies the shared heart and purpose that unite these three tribes. While veterans have served their nations in defense and conflict, often in foreign and dangerous territory, first responders serve daily on the home front as police, firefighters, paramedics, and others who protect our streets. They attend to the injured and respond to crises and disasters. The families of the fallen carry forward the sacred duty of protecting memory itself through preserving the legacy, love, and service of those no longer with us. Through their experiences, each embodies the same instinct to serve, to safeguard others, and to uphold values greater than self. The use of protectors is made with deepest respect and gratitude, and is in no way intended to diminish or blur the individuality or sacrifice of any group. Rather, it reflects the shared calling of all who stand or who have stood between danger and safety, despair and hope, memory and forgetting. Finally, if you are experiencing significant emotional distress or mental health challenges, it is strongly recommended that you seek support from qualified health professionals or services in your area. With gratitude, to my wife Christina, how can I ever thank you for the consistency and depth of your love? You held my heart with such care as you walked with me on my journey. The healing and partnership that you brought to my life is woven into the pages of this book. To Sarah Coral and the Power of Our Story tribe. With deep thanks to you, Sarah, and that loving heart of yours that birthed a home and tribe for all of us. Each one of you in the tribe has touched my heart deeply as you shared your stories and friendship. In the presence of our tribe, we heal and find wisdom in our wounds. This book is our book, as you too are woven into the words and pages. To the families of the fallen, I want to offer my deepest thanks and care for the profound contribution you have brought to this companion. Your presence within these pages has added a depth of feeling, insight, and hard-won wisdom that could only come from hearts that have traveled through great loss towards healing. Your courage to keep loving, remembering, and sharing your stories has transformed this book from a guide into something sacred. It is a living testament to love that endures beyond death. Although this companion was created for veterans and first responders, I could never have left you out. Your presence, your love, and your unwavering strength have touched my heart so deeply that you have become inseparable from the spirit of this work. You are woven into every reflection, every story, every act of remembrance. Through the generosity of your hearts and your courage to heal, those who have fallen live on, not only within these pages, but within me and within all who read and bear witness to your strength. Through you, those no longer with us dwell amongst us, still alive in memory, in love, and in the quiet courage of those who remember. From my heart to yours, thank you. Your grace and resilience remind us that even through grief, healing is possible, and that within the shared stories of this tribe, we can find our way home. To Dr. David Tarp and Scott Meadow and the Project Healing Heroes tribe. With deep thanks to you, David and Scott. In creating the Up Armor program and Project Healing Heroes, you have birthed not just a tribe, but a vision of healing grounded in faith and trauma-informed understandings that will bring light and hope to those stuck in the darkness of their suffering and disconnection. And to my wonderful brothers and sisters, thank you for your friendship and sharing your hearts and journeys. Know that I love you all. To Shad Mishad, President and founder of the National Veterans Foundation. Shad, you are my brother. Our wars parallel each other in the 60s and 70s. You have dedicated your life to being of service to veterans. You have inspired me as we have spoken about the NVF and your mission to birth an organization dedicated to running outreach missions to homeless veterans, as well as building the nation's first toll-free vet-to-vet crisis and information hotline. In your 80s, your fires continued to burn strong. You are a light of home to those lost and disconnected from tribe and family. To all who contributed a letter, how can I thank every one of you for opening your hearts and your journeys to both me and those that will read this book. My life is so much richer for getting to know you all. Your letters touched me deeply. They form the powerful bridge between the book and the tribe. All of you live in my heart. To all veterans that I have walked with, thank you for trusting me with your hearts and stories over 22 years. As much as I may have impacted on your lives, you have touched me deeply. I am who I am because of all of who you are. You are my brothers. You are my tribe. To my brother, Mark Swarestein, an amazing photographer without whom the images in this book would not have happened. Thanks for the generosity of your time. And to the Book Locker tribe, to Angela, Ali, Justin, Richard, and Todd, for yet another professional service that has moral integrity and values, and has always been an absolute pleasure to work with and be supported by. I never felt alone in this journey. The book is as it is because of who you all are. Prologue. To you, my brothers and sisters, this book is a place to return to when the world feels heavy. It is a place to remember who you are beneath all that you have carried. You are not required to read it in order. You do not need to push through. Treat this companion the way you would a trusted friend. Come to it when you need warmth, after you need silence, or when you need to stop and breathe. Some days you may begin at the first page. Other days you may pause, close your eyes, and let your hand land where it will. Trust that the words you need will meet you when you are ready. There is strength in learning to listen, not only to the world but to what stirs inside you. Many of you have lived long stretches where silence was armor and where vigilance was survival. The body learned that well, the mind learned it even better. This companion does not ask you to abandon any part of yourself. It simply invites you to loosen your grip just enough to notice what is here now. As you move through these pages, you may notice themes returning, such as belonging, safety, trust, connection, the right to rest, the right to feel, and the right to be human. These returns are not mistakes. They are how healing takes root. In service, nothing was learned once. You mastered skills through repetition, drills, and safety checks. Hour upon hour until thought became instinct. Your healing follows the same principle. The nervous system changes slowly. Old reactions such as withdrawal, vigilance, and numbness are not failures. They are signs of what you survived. They were earned and they protected you, but you are not trapped in them. When a theme returns in these pages, it is an invitation to walk this ground again and feel your breath settle. Let the trail become familiar. Let the body learn that it is safe to soften and that it can be achieved at the pace you can bear. There is no hurry here. The experiences you carry reshaped your mind and your heart. No one heals that with a single sentence, a single insight, or a single moment. But you can learn to hold what you carry differently and more humanely. So remember, you are not alone. You still belong, and change, even now, it is possible. Not because you must be fixed, and not because anything is wrong with you, but because the part of you that once trusted, once connected, once felt alive, has never disappeared. It has waited, sometimes quietly, sometimes beneath exhaustion, grief, guilt, or memory, but it is still there. This companion will not pull you. It will not push you. It will walk with you. Some days you may feel strong, other days lost. Let both be true. Understanding may come and go. Progress may unfold in circles, not straight lines. This is not failure. This is how healing moves, by slowly widening the space in which you can breathe. Let this be a place to rest from carrying so much. Let it be a reminder that the world does not end at the edge of your pain. Know that you are allowed to return to yourself. This is your companion, not to lead, not to follow, but to walk beside you. Thank you for allowing me to walk with you with respect and care, Barry.